Well, the rain is gone and the weather has changed. It's going to be a real cold night tonight. Um, it's supposed to be going down to 38 tonight, and tomorrow is supposed to be 30, and Wednesday is supposed to be 28 degrees. Yes, it's going to be a very cold night. But it is what it is. That's the temperatures for Southeast Georgia. It does get cold here. Don't let nobody fool you. Taking a little ride down to the store. Get some pizza for dinner tonight. This land right here just opened up. Here's a whole community back there. But some is high and dry and some is low and wet. You don't want to buy property that is low and wet because the drainage is poor. You get a lot of very much flooded, but there's not much going on out here. Not like it was in the summertime. The turnips are turning out awesome. The cauliflowers and the cabbage is doing good out there right now. I gotta go and check my banana trees. I was able to find me some hay and, not hay, some straw for my piggies. I gotta go down and try to get some of this. Tomorrow is $3 a pound. I'm trying to get 20 pounds of this stuff. That's not a bad price at all for grass that grows in your backyard. Everybody has to make some kind of money out here. But coming into this small little town, that guy over there, he used to have a cow out there. I don't see his cow no more. I wonder what he did with it. Or I wonder if the town said something to him. But yeah, I mean, it's just the same shit going on. Different every day, different time, same thing every day. There's one thing good about small town living. Everybody knows everybody. And everybody knows everybody's business. It's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. There's the new local Dollar General they put in here. And believe it or not, Dollar General's been making a real killer. And then you have some of these homeless people that stand out here begging for stuff. Look at these old school pumps. You see these old school pumps? You got to pay inside after you're done pumping. And then he'll come out here and read the pumps for you. If you just give me a second, I gotta figure out what my husband did with my ashtray because he always constantly taking stuff. I'm gonna leave you guys posted here for a second while I go inside the store and get my food for tonight. Yeah, I don't know what he possibly did with my ashtray. Crazy. I don't know where he could have possibly put it at. Well, what else is new? There's nothing new. That's something just every single day with him. I just hate when people use my vehicle and then they don't put stuff back where it's supposed to be. I hate when my life is in such a de-stressing scramble right now. Ugh. I don't like when the weather turns cold at all. I really don't. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm back. That wasn't that bad. I don't know what is going on today with my body. I think it's just this temperature coming in. Yep. I'm telling you, these flies nowadays, they're just taking over this whole entire area. I think it's because it's the last days coming, and these flies are just what they call the last days of summer, like the last dog days of the summer. And these flies are just horrendous. I tell you the truth, I don't even know where I honestly picked them up from, because I don't leave my windows open for this reason, because you get a lot of flies in. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So there's a lot of boarding houses around here. This is a boarding house here. She has about 25 people living in this house at, I want to say, $250 a month. Everything included for $250 a month, which is awesome. You can't get any better than that. But $250 in this area, it is a lot of money, especially when there's no jobs around here. Then you get these old farmhouses right there. I'm gonna take you on a section of town. You got a lot of old farmhouses out here. You got a lot of history out here. A lot of history. I mean, look at this old school farmhouse. Old 1800 wood. This guy has a nice little setup. He has an old school. He worked for the railroads at one time, and he was able to salvage that from one of the locations. This is the town hall meeting area. The city hall where everyone gets together and talk about whatever's going on in the neighborhood. You got a little playground. And you got a lot of nice houses around here, but, you know, people have to realize they move into these houses, they have to take care of them. This is the lady from the store. Everybody knows everybody. People wave to you. There's another old school. Now, it's kind of weird. I'm going to show you this house here and that house right over there. They're both for sale for one low price of $30,000. That house there is also a room to rent type situation. And this house here is not included, but he also is trying to sell it. So that guy owns 3 houses in one spot. And then if you wave at people, they wave back. This home over here is for sale too. They want $65,000. There's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Has a shed and about an acre's worth of land there. This home has been condemned. This used to have a home on it. Someone bought the property. You know, they, what they do out here. This is all public housing for Waynesboro Public Housing Authority. There's actually a house in there, hidden away. You can't see it because the tree's overgrowing it. And a lot of issues out here is that a lot of parents have children that are probably 40, 50 years old, left this area, went to the big cities, and never came back home. They never came back to where they are from. They just allowed it to dilapidate in the woods. And believe it or not, those homes have a lot of furnishings in it. There's an abandoned funeral parlor. I've done, not YouTube, but I did do a Periscope on it once, where there's funeral coffins and embalming fluid still in the funeral parlor itself. This is a beautiful house here. The mother and father was murdered And the kids were able to get the home that they owned out here. Well, at least that's what I was told. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I was told. This is a brand new house out here. It's a brand new house out here. Someone got some kind of funding out here and put a brand new house on their property, but it's low and dry. It's not high and dry, it's low and wet. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. You get a piece of land. I mean, land is it's there, but they're not making any more land, as I should say. So whatever you could grab. You could put anything on that land to make income coming in. That's not a problem. This lady was just dumping food out here. I would have taken that food for my hogs. Yeah, hurry yourself up into that church. There's a lot of holy rollers out here and a lot of people that think they're part of God, but they're really not. That guy he does hotshot trucking back there. He has a smacked up car on that hotshot trucking. Look how pretty the trees are. The trees are really starting to turn colors, and they're even waving at you. Look how pretty that is. That's awesome. Look how pretty that is. That's like what you call those red maple trees. They turn yellow and they turn red when they get ready to die off. Getting ready for the winter. Believe it or not, this is the road that my piggies were on. They came all the way down here. And where that house is with the white car at the end of the driveway down there, you can see it, that's where they were. They were running rampant up and down this whole entire street. Now there's an abandoned house in there. You can see the house in there in the woods. That's an abando there. This is 305. This is the main highway that my piggies were on, running up and down on. They literally had to come out from over here, literally, because those are the back trees that I always be talking about in my videos. And now they're in their encasement. They're never going to get out again. I will not. Make sure I check everything every morning. Just don't take it for granted. See, this is the property that butts up to mine. And they ran through her property. And literally, here comes the start of my property. And you can see we have T-posts down this road here. Down this. We have all the T-posts going down. But we don't have the barbed wires hooked up to that. So they were able to get out very quickly. And it goes all the way down to the tree lines. And my husband put all this barbed wire up. We even bought pretty little lights for it. Solar lights at Tractor Supply store. I wouldn't spend the money on them. They don't work like I think they're going to work. There's the beautiful pine tree that was nice and green when I left to go to Florida. When I came back, it was brown like that. I'm not sure what happened to it. The other one is nice and green. So yeah, I mean, bamboo is out there. It's standing tall. You can see it all in the back lines. We had a lot of powerful storms coming in and out of here. And bamboo hasn't gotten hurt or anything. It hasn't taken off. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend those lights for nothing. They're not worth the $21 a piece. We had them all over the place, but for me, for my personal beliefs, they weren't worth the money. But my husband likes the design. But I want real lights out here, so it gives this street appeal. When you're driving down the road, you see something going on here. But everyone's has basically told us we have done so much to our property, and it's starting to really feel like a real homestead now. And I'm hoping that we get up to North Augusta sometime this week, so I can check out this lady. She just was telling me about the bamboo she has in the back of her house, and it kind of looks like where I just went to out in Augusta, Georgia to the doctor's. And it kind of looks like the bamboo, right? The back of her house kind of looks like where I was at earlier last week. And hopefully we could grab some bamboo from her and see if it's that cash crop we've been out here searching for. I mean, if I could get it for free, I will. You know, I don't want to spend a lot of money with the company. But if I have to get the company, you know, I'm looking at $90,000 and 900 plants. They're going for $40 a piece. So it's a lot of money. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And people are like, oh, how can someone be selling you bamboo for that kind of money when it grows out here in the wild? The Japanese timber bamboo does not grow in the wild. What you find in the wild mostly are the fishing pole type bamboos. So I'm not looking for fishing poles. I'm looking for a giant timber. And I've been on the search and looking, and you know, it's out there, but you just gotta find it. And I can help them make money, just like I'm gonna make money, and I can help them make money. The storm went by and blew my bag off of my banana tree there, which I'm gonna have to come out after I'm done eating and inspect it. There's a turkey buzzard up in the sky. Big turkey buzzards out here. They eat very, very well, I'm sure of. Yep. Yep. My pigs ran through all this. They didn't even stop. They just took off like wild animals, wild hogs. See, now I do have a lot of red maple right here and right here that are growing. And I do sell them off of Green Steel USA LLC because this is still part of Green Steel USA LLC. And then I'm coming down to my second lot where my RV is at, and this starts the beginning of my residential lot. And other than that, there's nothing else really going on out here at Green Steel USA LLC. The piggies are out there in their pens and they are eating good. And I hope everyone has a great day. Be kind and love each other. From Green Steel USA LLC. Good night.